HB presents The Dark Side of Canada You Never Knew Existed. Blog Introduction. Canada may be known for its polite citizens, friendly politeness, and stunning natural beauty. But who says that a country can't have a few dark secrets? From creepy ghost towns to eerie unsolved mysteries, there are plenty of stories from Canada's past that will leave you feeling a chill down your spine. Let's take a look at some of the darkest facts about this otherwise quiet and peaceful nation. 1. The mysterious disappearance of Vancouver Island's lost gold mine. British Columbia is home to an old mining camp called Deasley. It was here in 1887 that two prospectors discovered an area full of gold ore, but the exact location was never revealed. The two men promised to return with supplies, but they never did. To this day, their lost mine has never been found, and its whereabouts remain a mystery to this day. 2. The creepy ghost town of Stull, Alberta. Stull is an abandoned town located in Alberta's Badlands. It's said that Stull is one of the 7 gates of hell on Earth, and it's been haunted by paranormal activity since its abandonment in the early 1900s. Locals claim to have seen strange lights in the sky above Stull, and some people even say they've heard strange noises coming from inside the deserted buildings when no one else is around. Even creepier, some believe that there are still people living in the town despite it being abandoned for almost 100 years now. 3. The unexplained death of Helen Betty Osborne. In 1971, 19-year-old Cree woman Helen Betty Osborne was brutally murdered near the pass in Manitoba while walking home from her night class at school. To this day, her killer remains unknown, as do all other details surrounding her death, which has gone unsolved for almost 50 years now. Her case has been called one of Canada's most notorious cold cases due to its long, unresolved nature and lack of any real leads into who killed her or why she was killed in the first place. 4. Police brutality. Canada also has one of the highest rates of police brutality in the world. Statistics from 2016 show that over 6% of Canadians reported being victims of police brutality or intimidation, significantly higher than in other countries such as Australia or Germany, where it was only 1%. Police brutality is an issue that needs to be taken seriously and addressed immediately if we want to keep our country safe and secure for everyone. 5. Income inequality. Another dark fact about Canada is that it has one of the highest levels of income inequality in the developed world. According to a report by the McKinsey Global Institute, Canada had one of the highest levels of income inequality out of all countries studied in 2015, higher even than Brazil or Mexico. This is concerning, as income inequality can lead to further issues such as poverty and social unrest. 6. The War Measures Act. During World War I, Canada passed a law called the War Measures Act, which gave the government sweeping powers to do whatever was necessary in order to protect the nation during wartime. Unfortunately, this meant that civil liberties were suspended and citizens were subject to mass censorship, internment camps, and even deportation. During WW II, this happened again, with Japanese Canadians being sent to internment camps despite having done nothing wrong. 7. Racism and discrimination. Canada has a long history of racism and discrimination against Indigenous peoples, as well as other ethnic minorities, such as Chinese Canadians, Black Canadians, and Jewish Canadians. Despite the fact that these groups have made immense contributions to Canadian society, they have been subjected to unfair laws, exclusion from certain opportunities or services, physical violence, and far worse throughout our history. Even today, there are still instances of racism in Canada which need to be addressed if we ever hope for true equality for everyone living here. 8. Animal cruelty. Canada may not seem like an overly cruel place when it comes to animals, but there are still some dark facts we need to face up to. For example, there is no national animal cruelty law in Canada, meaning that each province or territory sets its own laws regarding animal welfare with varying levels of protection offered depending on where you live in the country. There is also still a large number of factory farms operating in Canada with little oversight or regulation, making it difficult for animal welfare organizations to ensure humane treatment for these animals. Canada may seem like a peaceful and boring country, but there's actually a lot of dark history that many people don't know about. From mysterious disappearances to unexplained deaths and creepy ghost towns, there's no shortage of dark stories coming out of Canada's past. If you're interested in learning more about the darker side of Canadian history, be sure to check out our website for more information. Thanks for reading.